Hi. Okay, so for our first project in our journal, you're going to get out, it looks like this. Mine's purple, yours could be blue or black. The first project we're going to do is a Matisse project. Now, Matisse was a French artist, lived 1869 to 1954. He was known for painting, printmaking, sculpture, drawing, and collage. In 1841, Matisse suffered serious complications from surgery that had left him bedbound and chair-ridden. Because painting and sculpture was becoming a physical challenge, Matisse developed a new art. He began creating cut paper collages He cut sheets of paper pre-painted by his assistant. He would cut the paper into shapes in varying colors and sizes. He would then arrange to form lively compositions, an art form that was not quite painting, but not quite sculpture. So this is what we're going to do today for our first page in our art journal. So you're going to get out the bag that says papers, projects, okay? And they're numbered here. It tells you what's in there. You're going to pull out the one that says 1 on it, okay? 1. And those are your papers. You're also going to need to pull out the drop cloth and the protector pages. We don't need the protector pages for this, but you will need the drop cloth, which is what I have on my table here to protect your surface. You're going to need glue and one of the cups with the paintbrush. Now your paintbrushes would look like this or this. I'm going to use this. This is one I always use. Now this is the cup I gave you guys for watercolor, but I stick the paint or glue cup in it because it tips. Set that off to the side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this because I've already cut my shapes out, but these off to the side. Okay, so you're going to just cut your papers into any shape you want. They can be, I did mine very leafy. You can draw your lines on too if you have to, and then cut around the lines and do it however you're comfortable. But, okay. Like there's one shape I could use. Put this off to the side. Don't throw that away. You might want to use it later on something else. So I cut several like this, and then I cut various ones. I guess they kind of look like hearts. I don't know. But, so you're just going to cut your shapes on however you want. So I'm going to set these off to the side because I have already cut mine ahead of time. So, alright, so these are my shapes that I did. Oops. Alright. So I have all these several different shapes going on here. And then I hit these. Alright. So I'm going to take, I didn't send you a gluing mat or anything like that, but you can just use a plain piece of paper. Set that over here. This is my journal page, and I'm going to start gluing these on and arrange them. Get these out of my way. All right. Make sure I have this right because I gotta do this upside down. All right. So I'm going to arrange my shapes. Like maybe so. I'm not going to use this green one. Oh, look at it. Okay. Red, orange, yellow. So I basically did warm colors, cool colors on each page. And I'm going to take, I have either, oops, let's put this down here. Okay, so I have either hearts or this shape. I think I'm going to use the hearts. So I don't need those. So I did 2 of these, but I don't need these. All right. All right, so I'm going to lay these out. And I'm going to put a heart here. All right, so then I think what I'm going to do, see, I got all these little ones that are kind of heart-shaped. Can you see them? I don't know. Camera's got to be up more a little bit here, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to lay these out. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my warm colors over here above my cool colors. I have several. Oop. All right. I got 3. I think I got 3 of each one. And I don't know. So it's kind of hard to do upside down. I can't really see how it really looks laying out. This makes sense like this. Yeah, yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna do it like this. All right. Remove this. All right, anyway, that looks good. And then I'm going to take my cool colors and I'm going to do the same thing, but above my warm colors. So your warm colors are your reds, yellows, and oranges, and your cool colors are purple, green, and blue. And anything in between, all that too. All right, so I'm gonna, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna glue this down. So, take my glue, I'm gonna put it over here on my glue mat, whatever you're using for a glue mat. I'm using just a piece of paper. And I'm going to glue my stuff down. All right. You want to make sure you get all those edges so they're glued down. So this is the last few years of Matisse's life, the type of art he did, because he could not stand or move around too much. Basically, surgery left him not able to do that. And so for the next, let's see, 1941 he had the surgery, so for the next so for the next 14 years of his life, this is what he did. He also did these as murals, like huge wall layouts. But he painted his own paper. Now, we didn't paint these paper. I gave you construction paper to use, but you certainly can paint your own paper. And if we were at school right now, that's what we would have done. We would have painted our own papers and then cut them. But we're not. Some of us are at school, some of us are not. So we're just using construction paper. And, ugh. You want to make sure that you have them laid out really well, glued down. Probably not much in the glue, but anyway. Let's do my small pieces here. My mat is getting a little too wet. Make sure you push those down so that they stay. A lot of Matisse's, collages, you know, represented movement. They're very lively. So if you were going to represent movement in art, how would you do that? That's what you got to think about while doing this collage. So, you know, Google Matisse, look at some of his stuff. You know, get some idea. Get some inspiration. I did 2 of these, so I will show you the other one, just so you can see a difference. All right. Sorry if you can hear. All right. Okay. So I could put it in her. Okay. All right. So you have something that looks like this, or you can have something that looks like this. So this one, I covered all of it with paper, cut up paper. I left a spot here for journaling. I want to write something. And I did a fishbowl. Now, this is one, he did something similar to this. I changed mine up a little bit. But again, it shows movement. Fish moving into the fishbowl. All right, so there's several ways you can do that. Leave some open space. Cover it totally. All right. That's your first project in your journal. Have fun. See you on the next one.